Harrison coming to you from the LA Convention Center at IT Expo West 2010. I'm joined today by David Walters, Director of Business Development at Broadsoft. Welcome, David.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us. So tell our viewers about Broadsoft and what you guys have been up to.
Sure. Broadsoft, we make a VoIP application server. We sit in most carrier networks, and we provide a lot of feature functionality for endpoints. Specifically because of the difference between business and residential. Our forte are really what we're known for, are business features and services. We also provide residential services, but again, from a complexity standpoint and from what we see driving the market, we're out there serving a lot of enterprise types of feature functionality as well as SMB feature functionality. Things that you would get on an IP phone, or we're back up in the network controlling the services that could be used for, for PBXs as well, something called a SIP trunk.
Okay. We all know that term.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about the pretty tremendous opportunity for cloud in the VAR community. So tell me more about that.
Sure. We're seeing that everyone's talking about cloud and what is the cloud. And cloud up until now has been involved, has rotated around a lot of IT-based services. We're seeing that move to voice. And I think people would like to buy voice services the way they buy an IT service. Something they can get a lot of configurability, something that's easy to buy, easy to support. And so we're seeing that as a real opportunity for the VAR to be on the front lines of delivering cloud-based voice services. So a lot of carriers that have packaged VoIP traditionally are now looking to package it as a cloud service and then leverage the VARs, leverage the broader IT community in terms of delivering and supporting the service. So we see this as a big opportunity. We're out there talking to VARs and trying to make the business model very crisp for that community.
Okay, great. There's been, I would say, some pretty decent progress that's been made on the 4G front. So tell us, how does Broadsoft fit into the 4G movement?
Well, it was a big announcement that I think was made earlier this year when they, basically the LTE community, 3GPP, agreed to have one voice as the standard for LTE voice. And so the significance of that is it really leverages all of the investment that carriers have made in IMS and the IMS standards. And Broadsoft is very well positioned as the VoIP application server for probably 60 IMS deployments. I think it's just a good thing overall because of the investment that's gone into IMS, that we can now leverage that for LTE. LTE and WiMAX to a certain degree, are really the key access wireless technologies for 4G. It means that for carriers that have already made an investment around IMS or around Broadworks, that they'll be able to take advantage of that same switch, the same service suite that they're already provisioning in their network today, and they can roll that out for their 4G service. So we're really excited about that. We think it's going to have a real benefit in terms of simplifying the deployment for big carriers.
Okay, great. That's exciting. And before we wrap up, tell us a little bit, if you can, give us a sneak peek of what's next for Broadsoft in 2011.
I think it really brings together both the cloud themes as well as what we talked about for LTE around mobile and mobility. I mean, especially for businesses, if you go to a carrier today, a lot of their way of packaging a business service for mobiles is strictly around a bundling. In other words, we'll just bundle the phones and we'll give you a pricing discount, but we don't add real PBX kind of feature functionality. We're in the process of working with carriers, and we're going to be rolling it out aggressively in 2011, where enterprises and small businesses can get PBX type functionality behind standard mobile phone package and delivered to the business the way they would receive a typical business phone system. But we see that there's a lot of cloud mechanisms, things in terms of buying the service, supporting the service, that leverage the cloud that will make that easier for the business to consume. So it's cloud delivery of mobile services, and mobile services integrated with your existing phone system. So we're really excited about that. We think that that a hard push in that direction is something that's going to yield a lot of benefit for end users and for telcos and for the community that supports the delivery of the services.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining me today, David.
Thank you. I appreciate the chance to talk to you.
I've been speaking with David Walters, Director of Business Development for Broadsoft. I'm Erin Harrison, coming to you from the LA Convention Center at IT Expo West 2010.